Right, here we are, Kalgoorlie. One thing it's famous for is the super pit. So this massive gold mine. So this is the super pit lookout, and it's just a monster. Like, it is an enormous pit. I think it's like 3.5k by 1.5k or something like that. It's just monstrous. So I'll show you here. Lulu's just having a look. This is it. It is huge. Just an absolute beast. So it's about 400 meters deep. Each one of the little sort of platforms, 10 meters per platform, and it goes all the way down into the bottom there. It is just huge in here. And then you can see they just obviously had a blast there. They're trying to dig away all the rubbish off the road. The big shovel there, $20 million worth of shovel, and all the dumper trucks, and they're like 5 million a pop. And they set it all up for blasting there along the top, all them holes, and they're throwing all the accelerant in to blast it. So they're just prepping all that for a new blast. So that's all going to get blown. Pretty cool to see that. And yeah, it's just monstrous. Right in the background you can see some domes up on the top, right in the middle there. That's where they sort through it all. They reckon they get about 2.5 ounces of gold per tonne that they pull out. But it's such a big place. It's hard to express how big it is. Soon they're going to demolish all this, apparently. They're pushing the mine site back, like back out there south of town. They're going to go back 1 kilometre and extend this mine all the way out. And yeah, so this lookout's going to move back a whole kilometre back there, which is just mind-blowing. They got a massive shovel here just to show you how big it is. It's just huge thing. There's a really good picture in here as well of the big sort of dump truck. I don't know what they call it, but yeah, I call it a dumper truck. And they've got one going through town, and you can see how big it is. There's a clip of a festival they did a while back, 20 years ago. You can see how big the truck is. Like, it's literally as tall as the buildings. It's monstrous. There's another angle here, just from a bit further around from the lookout. You can see all that back wall. It's just like straight, like just completely vertical. Well, almost anyway. Incredible. The cool bit here, where they're clearing away all this debris. Shovel just drops it all in them trucks. They're all lining up. And then if I spin around, you drive up there. You see more coming down on that corner, and then they go all the way up to the milling plant right on the top, right in the back up there. This gives you an idea of the shovels that they're using and how big they are. Tammy and Lulu just stood in it. Dwarfs them, it's massive. Here we go, the shovel. 70 tons it holds, each shovel on that. It's crazy. They've even got a pink one in there. Breast cancer awareness. There's a few different tour companies come up here and do little tours of the super pit. There's one here, Kalgoorlie Tourism. There's another big bunch over here, the super pit tour. I think that's the main one. We jumped on a free one on Sunday, which will be cool. So yeah, I'll show you around that one. But yeah, we've jumped on one with Hannah's on Sunday. Come down to the old part of town now, old part of Kalgoorlie, Birch Street. It's pretty nice. They've got an old building here, old Metropole Hotel, and then all the old buildings all the way along here. Really nice. Top fronts to them. Pretty impressive place. If I can keep the camera straight. Yeah, this is Birch Street here. Nice old street. A few more of the old buildings. 1895 on that one. Just outside the tourist info now. This beautiful big sort of pinky salmon building. Gorgeous big building. And then just on the corner here is a statue of Patrick Hannon. And this is the Irish fella who discovered gold. Discovered gold in Kalgoorlie in 1893. So yeah, he founded it here, got it all started. And then apparently it started pretty slow then, a few mines and stuff, and then yeah, it took off. And obviously today with the super pit, it's massive. But yeah, that's the fellow that started it. And it's cool, they've turned it into a little water fountain as well. So you can get a little drink off him, out of his bag. So that's cool. Just gonna walk now down the main street in Kalgoorlie and have a look around. Actually the town hall is the building where the tourist info is. Well, you just skirt around and there's the main street. Just gonna wander down here. Loads of old buildings, old facades up on the tops you can see. I'll try and show you some more as we go along. There's the York Hotel over there, nice big building. Some more nice old buildings along here. All the way along that stretch. Old mining offices. I realise that most of the buildings are just pubs. There's loads of pubs down this main street. This one behind us, big exchange. And then over here, another one. They're everywhere. There's the old Post and Telegraph office. With a nice gold top. Here's something else on the tourist map for Kalgoorlie. Is this brothel. Australia's oldest brothel. Turned up at Kalgoorlie and there's a 72-hour rest stop here at the Centennial Park, which is pretty cool. So you can stay here for 3 days, which is brilliant for free, as long as you're self-contained. Ideal. Now at the Museum of the Goldfields. A very impressive start. Massive big tower. Just up on the viewing platform of the big tower that I just showed you. So you get a good view of town through there. That's the main street. Really cool. And then if I spin you around, you'll see the super pit over here as well. You don't see the top of it, but still worth a look. There's the super pit. Kalgoorlie super pit up there. Dropping down now into the vault. See if we can see some gold. Whoa! Loads of gold in here. Gold bar here. This cool bit out the back of the museum. Sort of replica buildings, miners' cottage. You've got the bank over there. Just coming to the local Western Australian bank. Pretty good. Just go up to the teller here. Hello.
Number one, please.
I'll have $500, please.
Oh, you only want $500? There you go. I want the gold bullion from down in the vault.
I can't reach you. So far away. Crazy, isn't it? Here's a cool map on the mining resources of WA. You can just see how many there are, all these different little symbols all the way through. And then if we zoom in on where we are now, Kalgoorlie, all the G's are gold mines. Look how many gold mines there are around here. There's loads of them. That's crazy. Serious mining in WA. Massive scale. This is the company boardroom now. So a bit fancier than the mining quarters. Really nice in here. Beautiful big fireplace when it's cold. It's a beautiful table, isn't it?
That'd make it great.
And then just next door as well, you've got the office. So this used to be the office. Again, stunning building. Absolutely amazing. Really nice. Finishing off the tour here at the British Arms. Pretty cool building. It's got stuck at the rail crossing. These monster freight trains. Here a while. A lot of cars coming up on this one. How many carriages, Tam?
119.
Oh, that's massive. I've raced up to the super pit this morning because there's going to be a blast at 10 o'clock. The website will tell you when they're going to be, but they just give you like half an hour's notice. So we just raced from the caravan site. It's going to blast over in that far side. So it should be blasting over somewhere there in just a couple of minutes. So hopefully I'll catch it. Colours are really good in here today. Maybe it was just a bit dusty the last couple of days we've been up. Beautiful colours today in here. Amazing. And it's cool to see this road being cleared in the couple of days we've been here. It's a big process. Just waiting for the blast to go off now. There he is. Another cool fact about the super pit is they only employ people that live in town, so there's no fly-in fly-out workers. Everyone that works here, the 1,000 people, have to live in town, which is good. Used to have 2,000 people, but they've obviously got a bit more efficient and brought it down to 1,000 now, but good that they have to live here and support the place. Just out for a walk. Just park run around this, just at the north of town. Just done park run this morning and we're just decided to walk it as well. And there's a nice big lookout here, so I'll take you up here and have a look. There's the lookout. Not many high trees around here, they're all pretty small. And then this circles back around towards town. There's the super pit in the distance, just up there. And then town sort of just over there. Just the outskirts of it, these houses here. It's quite nice in here. A really nice path, beautiful newly laid path. Hasn't been here that long apparently. And yeah, nice walk around. Beautiful walk through here. And you get loads of these bushes as well, called pixie bushes. Which is pretty cool. There's so much colour in here. Really loads. Really nice and a beautiful path. Finish our walk in there. We were hoping to see this scarlet crested parrot. That'd be brilliant, but unfortunately not. Maybe another time. Wouldn't normally video a cemetery, but I drove past this and it is absolutely massive. Like it just goes on for blocks and blocks all the way down. Established in 1895. So super old. There's loads of tombstones in there that a sort of 1900s, early 1900s. Incredible place. Never seen this before, where they plot it all out according to your religion. So all the different religions are in different spots within the cemetery. Never seen that before. Just opposite the cemetery, you've got Hammond Park, which looks like a nice little spot. Beautiful big grass there in here with a water feature. A few wild animals in here as well. The peacock there, just chilling out. Hello, Mr. Peacock. Coming out to say hello. Beautiful colours. Gorgeous that. What a beauty. And then there's loads of kangaroos and emus either side of here, just in a fenced off area. This is pretty cool. This big like model village, I guess you'd call it. Pretty well done. Really nice in here. Got loads of bird aviaries down there. Beautiful water feature. And some more bird aviaries just here as well. Look at the size of this fella. It's huge. Hector. He is big. He's massive. Well, that's impressive. We've come a few K out of town, just north of town, and there's a 2-up shed. So let me go in and explain it to you. So here we are inside, and this is 2-up. So this was built in 1959 on this spot. They started playing illegal 2-up, and 2-up's basically an Australian gambling game. So what you do is, in this big circle here, they'll throw 2 pennies up in the air, and you bet on either heads or tails. So if they both come down tails, then tails wins. Both heads wins. If there's one of each, then they have to throw them again until you basically get 2 of one. And you bet. So everybody around the circle will be betting. So someone will shout like 50, and someone will have to match that for $50. And then if you win, you basically win $100, and it just keeps going like that. So we've got a license here to bet every Sunday. So every Sunday they have 2-up games here. We've played it before, but only in Queensland on Anzac Day you can play it in Queensland. And so we played it at Killarney there. They play it in the pub there, and it was pretty good. It was good fun. But yeah, this is a lot bigger in this massive shed. They built this like this, really sort of run down, because when it was built in the illegal days, they didn't want anyone sort of being suspicious about it. So it sort of looked run down, so nobody was sort of investigating here. But yeah, this is where it's sort of stuck up out of town, a bit further out. So yeah, it's good. This is it. A lot of seating around the outside, and then the big circle in the middle, like a massive sumo wrestling circuit. Come up now to Mount Charlotte Lookout. It's a really good view spot. You see all the town. There's the town centre, the big building with the gold top, the big tower up the other day at the museum. So you can see everything there. And then behind us is there's a reservoir in here, Mount Charlotte Reservoir. And this is the end of the line for the pipeline. In our Perth episode, we were at Mundaring, and there was a big dam there and a reservoir, and they pumped the water. Some fella, I can't remember now, we have to look back at that video, but some fella decided to build a pipeline from there all the way to here, so nearly 600 k's, to pump the water across to the goldfields. And they've even extended that now further into the wheat belt and stuff. But yeah, so nearly 600k it came, pumped all the water over here. So really impressive. But yeah, it's good. You get a good view of town now from up this way. It's pretty nice as well, is Kalgoorlie. Not what I expected at all. We sort of both expected it to just be like a red desolate, dusty place. But it's really nice. Like, as you can see, there's loads of trees and bush and scrub and stuff in there. But it's got everything as well. It's a big place, a lot bigger than I thought. And it's also got everything you need. It's got all the shops and everything, all the normal stuff. And then it's got a race course, it's got the speedway, it's got a BMX track, a golf course, it's got a load of tennis courts, it's got a massive leisure centre with a big indoor pool. It's got the lot. It's got everything going here, really. It's quite a livable place. We've been here 3 days now, and it's got a real nice feel to it, real nice sort of livable feel. So, yeah, not what I expected at all out of Kalgoorlie. And then it's obviously got the massive super pit, which is brilliant as well. So, yeah, pretty cool place. I like it. Found a nice Irish pub. Free pool, which is great. Nice pint of Kilkenny. And even got a good old rugby on the TV. Australia, South Africa. Can't go wrong. We're here this morning at Hannon's North Tourist Mine Site, and they do free tours of the super pit every third Sunday of the month. So we're on that today. So brilliant, really cool, just to be able to do a free tour. So this is us just touring around here, driving through all the milling area. So this is where all the rubble comes. So they put it in the haul trucks, bring it all up here, and it all gets sorted through and all the gold sifted out. You get 2.5 ounces of gold per tonne, and each haul truck is like 70 tonnes. So it's a fair bit of gold coming through this place. It's just an enormous operation. It's just absolutely huge scale. But yeah, pretty impressive. So yeah, this is where they sort it all through. Basically gold panning on a massive scale is a simple way of looking at it. And then we go through here. This is the old trucks, so the graveyard. They take bits off this and recycle them and use them as parts basically. But that shovel there has been there apparently 15 years. So yeah, they take stuff as they need it. And then these are the workshops in here. All the trucks, they each get serviced every 21 days. So quite a big operation to service them all. And the big shovels apparently take 17 hours to get from like that road we saw them shoveling on all the way up to here, because they only go like 2.5k an hour. And then this is one of the big haul trucks there. And then each of them obviously got tyres. The tyres here, $40,000 per tyre. So it's just phenomenal. And then I think for the shovel there was something like 90-odd thousand. But these ones here, these dark black ones, are the ones for the haul trucks. They're pretty big because we're in a coach here at quite a high level, and they're towering above us. This is another view of the super pit. We're at the complete opposite end of the public lookout we were at before. So we're 3.5k over looking at the other side. We're now watching a live gold pour. So they've heated this furnace up to 1300 degrees C. It's taken 2 hours to heat it up with obviously LPG gas. They used to, back in the day, use a wooden furnace, and it used to take them 2 days to get it up to temperature, which is just incredible. Anyway, the gold is in there, melted, and it's in a big sort of pot. I can't remember what it's called, what it's made of, but yeah, there's a big pot in there. And then what he's going to do, he's got all that protective equipment on, because the temperature is just insane. He pulls this up, it's absolutely red hot, as you can see. And he's got to work fairly quickly here, because gold melts at 1064 degrees C. So there it is, coming out melting. Brilliant. And then it only needs to drop a few degrees and completely go solid. So this whole operation's got to be done within so many seconds. But he drops that back in the furnace.
And that needs to go in there, and that will stay in there and cool down at the same rate as everything else. It's usually around this time we get some silly questions like, how much for a free sample? And meet you out the back. And that's 1300 degrees and that's solid. Doesn't take much. So while I'm getting this off, I'll turn you back. It's the only chance you're going to get. Come in and help yourself. How much do you reckon this is worth? Over $280,000. If it was.
So that's it, straight out of the furnace, red hot. And that's it, just a little bit later, all cooled down. We're still in Hannon's here at the tourist mine site, and this is a 2-up. So they've set this 2-up up, and Tam's got the coins here. So this is what they put them on.
I'm going
on
tails.
Thing. I've gone heads, $50 on heads. And then you toss them down. There's one of each, so you got to throw it again. So you go again until you get 2 of the same. What we got this time?
Oh, I think you've won.
2 tails. I get $100.
I said tails.
Oh no! Tammy gets $100. Here's a brief history of 2-up from the 1800s all the way through. And as we saw the other day, still legally played in Kalgoorlie every Sunday. And there's the instructions how to play it. And it's brilliant. They've got 2 of the big trucks here. So the haul truck is this one here, this monster. It's proper big. Like 70-ton bucket. Pretty big. There's Tam climbing in. And then they've got the loader here as well, which again is just monstrous. So these are them, the 994 loader and the haul truck. Let's climb up into this. There's Tammy in the hot seat. What a viewpoint that is from the driver. Let me get in and drive.
Most drivers to get into the driver's door, but anyway.
Right, we're in. What a view.
Look in your wing mirror.
Got my wing mirrors all the way over.
And then that's a big one there.
That is crazy. And that's the shovel.
What controls behind the
My
seat?
God, that is monstrous. What a view. A few blind spots. Definitely. I'm now inside the shovel and the controls. Look at this thing. That's my view again. Got the dump truck in front. Look at all these controls in here. There's loads going on.
No.
Cool bit where you can pan for gold here. It teaches you how to do it. And then they've got this gold panning area here. Right, Tam's having a crack at gold panning. This is one of the old engine rooms. All the engines in here. Loads of stuff in here, it's brilliant. Got all the head frames here from mining. So they set these up over the mine, over the shaft. And they got mining experience in here. Oh, you can't go in. That's a shame. It's closed up. They got all these original buildings here that they brought in. That's the bank there, National Bank. This is the hotel. It's covered in all these originals. It's amazing. It's really good. The old fire truck there. It's crazy. These are miners' hump is here. Oh, look at that on the main road. Trucks are getting transported. Moving 2 of them. Probably in for some maintenance or something like that. They're massive, them things. So yeah, this is one of the humpies, which I guess means where they lived. So yeah, that's pretty good. The old stove.
Oh, Jaffle maker.
Yeah. And then in here where they used to live. So yeah, flipping out. That's crazy. Old ironing board. This is a big crushed ute. They did a safety demonstration back in 2005, and one of the haulers, so one of these big trucks, I keep calling the dumper trucks, the hauler trucks, it drove over a ute just to show basically what happened and how hard it is for them to see them. It's completely flattened it.
We've just had a great time here staying at Kalgoorlie. There's lots to see and do.
Yeah, we're just finishing off here at the mine site and then we're just going to hit the road now. So yeah, it's been great, really cool place. Completely above our expectations. Like, I didn't really expect anything of this town apart from the super pit. I thought that's all there was, but there's been tons to do. Really recommend coming here. It's a really entertaining place and loads to see and do. And feels like a really livable place as well. So yeah, it's been great. So until next time, see ya.